to Anna Institute of Management, Tamil Nadu, Wellbeing Part 3. So when people ask me, sir, how to maintain well-being, I categorize into 4 areas: health, relationship, career and finance. So these are the 4 areas or the pillars that we have to take care of our well-being. We have to take care of our relationship, we have to take care of your career, we have to take care of your finance, we have to take care of your health. So how to do a comprehensive maintenance of all the 4 areas so that we maintain our well-being? So this is, we see that a person is wearing a lot of caps. So in your life also wear a lot of caps. Suppose you are working in our government office, you may be working as a superintendent or an officer or any administrative position you will be holding. You will be in a responsible position in government government sector. So here when you are in the office, you are wearing a cap. That's an officer cap. But when you go home, you wear a cap of a husband. Then you wear a cap of a father, then mother. What you keep changing your roles. So unless you know what is the role you are currently doing and all the activities and responsibility related to the role, if you keep doing it, you will be able to maintain your well-being very well in life. So if you don't take care of this, so I thinking in the sitting in the office, thinking of your home, that you are wearing a cap belonging to the house in the office, thereby what will happen? It will disrupt your well-being. So this will lead to a lot of negative emotions. So if you are, what are the negative emotions like jealousy, frustration, shame, grief, guilt? So these are all the emotions that can also, when you are in the, having negative emotions, it will cause a lot of unnecessary problem in your well-being. So how you can compensate it? You can compensate this with positive emotions like joy, praise, desire, gratitude, euphoria. So these are all empathy or happiness. These are all positive emotions. You can supplement the negative emotions with positive emotions. So this again brings you to your important area, which I call it as of your thoughts. Because whatever you think, because on an average a human being develops 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. So we can't identify whether it's a good thought or bad thought, but how we can overcome is that whenever, because your thoughts are going to activate your feelings, and your feelings are going to activate your behavior, and behavior is going to activate your thought. So this is a cycle. So thoughts, feeling and behavior are a cycle. So you have to be very careful of what you think. So how you have to think? For that, you should know that what you are thinking. The first thing that we call it as the capacity for recognizing our own feelings. So what I'm feeling, what the feeling I'm having, what is the emotion I'm feeling now, I must be able to understand first whether I'm having jealousy, whether I'm having fear, whether I'm having happiness, whether I am joyful. So the first step in managing your emotion is that first step is awareness of your own emotions. That's, as I said, you have to be very careful of what is your emotions. Whether you are feeling, what you are feeling now, fear, joy, happiness. That can be a negative emotion or can be a positive emotion. But you must be aware that what is the emotion first you are feeling now. Number 2 is how to express your emotions. So you must express your emotions appropriately, because without offending the other persons. The third step is the capacity to channelize emotion in pursuit of worthwhile objectives. That is, that if I express an emotion, the response for emotion should always be for my benefit, and it should not be for my it should not be a cause of disturbance to my well-being. That is, I express. That means I express happiness, I get back happiness. Suppose I express anger, I will get back anger only. So for that only we have to say that you have to be very, very careful about your emotional intelligence in maintaining your well-being. So self-awareness, self-regulation, internal motivation, empathy, social skills. There are so many big areas in life. These are the components which I call in managing your emotions. But first step is self-awareness. So once you are aware that what kind of feeling, emotions you are experiencing, you will be able to self-regulate yourself, and you can motivate yourself, and you can have empathy also. Empathy means that what the other person is, you're putting yourself in other man's shoes. So it also helps you in maintaining the social skills, your relationship with others. So these are all the important factors for maintaining your emotional intelligence. So working with your emotions, how can I work with your emotions? Get curious about your emotions. Now what emotions you are feeling? Now are you feeling joyful or are you feeling sad? Are you feeling worried? Fear. So first step is get curious about your emotions. Put feelings in perspective. Then emotional responses are normal. Suppose that is why we have emotional responses are normal. That's why we always say think before you talk. Think before you act. This is a very, very excellent way of maintaining our emotions. So be aware of your feelings. Use them as a data. Oh, this is the time I get angry. So you can take the data. Now we are living in a data world. So you can take all your emotions as data, and so that you can work on your data for a meaningful result. And also you can work towards to understand them. So what kind of your feelings you are having now. So you can know your own feelings. That is all the easy ways of working with your emotions to maintain your well-being. So we'll go to the next chapter.